Hello, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy your stay. It is part 3 of my Zack Snyder movie binge, and today I review Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, where Batman is convinced that Superman is a threat to humanity, so he prepares for the ultimate showdown to end his reign on Earth, while Lex Luthor has a sinister plot brewing in the shadows. When I watched Batman v Superman when it first came out, I was, to put it nicely, disgusted by it. And since then, Zack Snyder has been put on my yuck list. But I was told to rewatch Batman v Superman the Ultimate Edition because apparently it's better. So I did, and it's still awful. First off, I don't like how Snyder portrayed these characters. Superman is so detached from humanity. He's being framed for murder and he acts like he couldn't care less. He just stands there and complains in his monotone voice, "I save people's lives, but they're still mean to me." Like, dude, you're supposed to be a symbol of hope, not a symbol for serial killers. Like, what's wrong with you? Lois Lane, who's a gangster in the comics, is once again regulated to being nothing more than a damsel in distress. She serves no other purpose. She's either falling, drowning, or being held hostage. Those are her main contributions to this story. Lois Lane is much more than just Superman's girlfriend, but this movie doesn't seem to think so. Batman was the most upsetting for me. I didn't like that he killed people. His no-kill rule is a big part of his character. He vowed that he would never stoop down to the same level as the man that murdered his parents. So him killing people in this movie took away a lot of the complexity of him as a character, and I just wasn't into him. Lex Luthor. I liked him, but I'll get into that later. Another issue I have with this movie is the pacing, because the Ultimate Edition is 3 hours long, and I felt every minute of it. The first couple hours are so boring because it's dedicated to Superman getting framed for murder by Lex Luthor. And I was like, hey, it's interesting, but it's been 30 minutes now. I get it. Can we move on to something else? Nope, here's another hour and a half of Superman looking like a murderer. No, dear God, I get it. Please have Superman or Batman do something cool. I'm so bored. Nothing exciting happens until the last hour of the movie, but by then I was so bogged down by poor buildup and blah that I didn't even care anymore. I just wanted the movie to end. But in that last hour, we finally get Batman vs Superman. But it's only 8 minutes long. The whole premise of a 3-hour movie, 8 minutes long, that's called getting ripped off. Speaking of Batman fighting Superman, the build up to that was weak because the movie was trying so hard to set up multiple things for future movies, and that took away from the quality of this movie. They want Batman fighting Superman, but they also want to start introducing the Justice League, but they also want to set up Superman starting the apocalypse, but they also want to adapt the Death of Superman storyline. It was too much going on, even for a 3-hour movie, and because of that, I wasn't able to invest in any of it. When Superman sacrificed himself at the end of the movie, I should have felt sad, but instead I was just like, oh thank God, now the movie's over. They should have just focused on Batman and Superman's rivalry. Then at the end of the movie, you can tease the Justice League or Doomsday or whatever they want to do. They just gotta pick one story and focus on it. And this is a review on Batman v Superman, so you knew I was gonna bring this up eventually.
Save Martha! Why did you say that name?
This is where I lost all faith in Zack Snyder doing DC movies. Because you have a fight between two of the most popular superheroes in history, and their fight is gonna end because their moms have the same name? When I was watching this movie, I knew it was coming, and when it happened, I still felt shocked by it. Like, are you serious? That's how you're gonna end it? They could have just had Doomsday show up and boom, that's the end of the fight right there. Now they have to go fight Doomsday. No, they're gonna, oh, my mom has the same name as your mom. Ah. I don't hate everything about this movie though. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, for example, was very entertaining. At first, I didn't like how he was portraying Luthor. It's not exactly what I wanted from the character, but as the movie went on, I was starting to dig it. It was a more playful version of the character, but the intelligence and cruelty was still there, and that was the most important thing for me. Eisenberg as Luthor made this 3-hour snore fest a lot less boring. I also have to give some credit for that fight scene in the warehouse. Besides him killing the dudes, he actually fought like Batman. He wasn't this stiff mess standing in one spot waiting for people to come towards him. No, he was leaping around, throwing batarangs, kicking dudes in the head. It was awesome. It's too bad they didn't have more scenes like this throughout the movie, because that would have bumped up its rating a lot. So yeah, Batman v Superman is just as bad as when I first watched it, just only longer. It should have been an easy win for Snyder to make Batman v Superman. It pretty much writes itself, yet somehow he succeeded in making it super boring and lacking any spirit. Also, Martha? Come on, man, Martha? Batman v Superman makes me so angry, I'm gonna rage quit. So Batman v Superman, did you see it? What'd you think about it? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you missed my previous Zack Snyder movie review on The Legend of the Guardians, The Owls of Ga'Hoole, or you want to see new reviews, click right here. Now hit the theme music.